Hello, ULF. This is Chairman Jack. Today I'm accompanied by
Volgin.
And so we're going to do another What Is video. Now today we're doing What is Global Class War. Now what is Global Class War was a geopolitical analysis from the 1950s that Sam Marcy wrote in his document Global Class War and the American Destiny. Now I'll hand it off to Volgin to basically describe what global class war is and means.
Okay, so basically, global class war is this idea developed by Sam Marcy that there are two camps in the world, two camps fighting against one another. War is no longer a conflict between individual countries. It is between the imperialist aggressors and their puppets and the socialist and anti-imperialist countries that are defending themselves against imperialism.
Yeah, so the basics of the two camps is on one side you have the imperialist nations like the United States, the UK, France, Germany, etc., the Dutch, whatever. They're collaborator nations such as Bolsonaro's Brazil, Pinochet's Chile, Bolivia now, perfect example. All of these are what would be called collaborator nations, nations that would otherwise be oppressed if they did not side with the United States and other imperialists. And at the same time, the third member of this camp is the worldwide capitalists. So capitalists, whether they're in Uganda, the United States, whether they're anywhere there's a capitalist, they are on the side of the capitalist camp. And they are diametrically opposed to the opposite camp, which is socialist nations, such as Cuba, Vietnam, whatever, the worldwide proletariat, and oppressed nations. Now, oppressed nation meaning a nation that isn't exactly socialist but is being oppressed by imperialism, such as Assad, however you want to define Venezuela, whether you think it's a socialist nation or whether you think it's a oppressed one, etc., etc. Just basic anti-imperialism. And so these are these two camps, and they're diametrically opposed and are fighting in every single conflict. Like, for example, the Iraq War is a big example of this. So Saddam Hussein was originally a collaborator, a CIA puppet, all of these things. Yet then he gets attacked by the United States, and what did the worldwide proletariat and anti-imperialists do? They defended Saddam Hussein and the Iraqis against invasion, leaving it up to the Iraqis to make the decisions that they want to make. So it's basically saying there is in a sense, global class war means there is a global war of the classes. And that's going to constantly escalate until world revolution. Well, anyway, to basically wrap it up, so global class war just basically says there are two camps, the imperialists, their puppets, and the worldwide capitalists versus the proletariat, the oppressed nations, and then socialist nations, and they are constantly in combat. And so I think this is a great geopolitical analysis to look at. It almost pairs with primary and secondary contradiction in a way that I think is very helpful for a Marxist-Leninist analysis of the world. Anyway, I thank you all for listening. I hope I've given you something new to think about. I have been Chairman Jack.
Volgin.
And have a great day.